Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we got Alluvial 40 Stories reaction, which comes to you by way of a Patreon request. I don't know anything to expect from the song, and even what I was told about the song, that it's a little different, perhaps from what I'm used to. But I'm ready to jump in and kind of give it a chance. I'm always interested in hearing different kinds of music and heavy metal. Those who are new to this channel, fans of the band, just be prepared that I do voice my opinion, I voice my criticism, but it's more for the sake of how I personally feel about it, my feelings towards the music, rather than a criticism of the band, to incite interesting conversations around the music. That being said, let's get into it, and if you enjoy that kind of reaction, make sure to subscribe down below for more. Interesting beginning.
Let's not be foolish. Come in the trigger and try not to pull it. And it's gone from below. Repurpose the dawn and bow in its glow. Be over. Going to dawn, so heavenly, you sink at the bottom. Beginning my empire, yours.
I thought of right away of like Opeth, Theater of Tragedy, a heavier like Anathema, like those 2000s bands that were just combining like almost like progressive rock with heavy metal with like their own thing. It's definitely an interesting blend. Both vocalists have really interesting vocal performances. So far, I'm really digging this. Yeah, it has this kind of hardcore metalcore vibe coming from the other vocalist and with the music, but also has this death metal roots with this kind of progressive rock elements. It has a lot going on in here, and I typically don't seek music out like this. It's just never been something I enjoy much of. Bands like Orbit Culture kind of capture my mind because of their aggression and intensity. But the slower parts in here, despite how well I think they fit, objectively speaking, they fit really well into the music, and everything sounds great. It just doesn't. It's one of those instances. It just doesn't turn on my light bulb. Like the music and everything, like I really can't complain about anything. It's technical, it's interesting, it's moody, it's well performed, it's emotional. It's like it has really all the elements for you to like this song if you like this kind of genre. and that's where I'm having an issue. Yeah, that solo was awesome. This is, to me, this is so well put together, despite the fact that this is not my genre. I would love to hear a full album from this band, just to give them a shot, just to say I checked out an album from this band, so I know what they're all about, because they intrigue me with their style of music. Nah, good job. Good job. This was a kick-ass song. You know, there's just so much. I've never pretended to be the person who just automatically likes everything. If anything, I'm pretty picky, and my brother's even pickier than I am. We're kind of snobs a little bit sometimes with music, with movies. With video games, my brother can be pretty much a snob as well. I'm like a little bit more freeform there. And I'm a little bit more forgiving when it comes to other forms of entertainment. And what I mean by that is sometimes you'll hear something that's not your jam, and I'm able to finish listening to it and be like, okay, that was cool, but I don't think I'll ever see it again, check it out again, or be interested in it again. But I began that way listening to Alluvial, and I came away it's actually thinking like I want to hear an album. And sometimes it takes effort for me to get into a band like Meshuggah, which I now like. I can clearly say I haven't listened to all albums yet, and I should get through it. But I get it now. I don't get it to the extent of some of the hardcore fans, but I get it. That actually happened with me with video games and role playing games. I couldn't get into them for a very long time until Skyrim, and that was my doorway into RPGs. I would love to hear from you fans as well of the band, of those who are new onlookers checking it out. What intrigues you about this particular song and band? Perhaps what doesn't click with you? So we can have again a conversation and an understanding of one another. When I read your comments, I don't always respond to all the comments, but when I read your comments about particular bands, I get to know you better and I get to know who you are. And I'm starting to remember a lot of names on this channel that come in regularly and write always something. I don't always have the time to respond to everybody, but I always appreciate and enjoy reading all the comments. I try to get through them as fast as I can as well. But on that note, guys, also make sure to enjoy yourselves. Stay safe out there. Keep it metal and peace out.